Laredo Beautiful Board of Directors meeting. Today is Wednesday, January 11th, 2023. Happy New Year, and we are approximately 5:56. And I'm going to call this meeting to order. May I have roll call, please?
Chintal Márez.
Present.
Hernandez. Present. Lenaga. Excuse absent. Yes, please. Graciela Villarreal. Please absent. Romana Villarreal. Cristina Cuellar. Present. Bianca Brewster. Present. Nick Benavides.
Just absent.
Absent. Diane Gomez. Velasco.
Absence. Okay. All right. Has everyone had an opportunity to read the minutes? Motion to approve. Do I have a second? Second, Mr. Cuellar. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Okay, citizen communications. I understand we have a guest today that'd like to communications. So, Ms. Brewster, do you want to introduce our guest?
Mi nombre es Lorena Rodríguez y soy la directora ejecutiva de Laredo Regional.
Wait, aquí para el
Si no quieres decir un poquito por
Sí. ¿Perdón?
si nos quieres decir por qué estás presente
No,
y qué es el proyecto.
Es que yo la invité, pero
Sí.
no estoy diciendo nada. Mejor algo
Que lo diga. Perfecto.
Bueno, a mí bien conozco a Bianca. Tenemos ahora mismo un acuerdo. Estamos trabajando en Community Garden en el Laredo Regional Food Bank. En este caso apenas comenzamos a tener una idea de lo que queremos hacer. Queremos involucrar a la comunidad. Entonces ella nos va a estar supliendo ciertos artículos para poder habilitar el lugar. Pero sí,
O de
todo.
De todo.
Sí, porque realmente es algo que no se había hecho. Por lo tanto, pues acá pues con Bianca, pues, ella me dio unas ideas de lo que se puede hacer. Y si nos gusta.
You go to their, it just, like it needs something.
TLC.
It needs something. And pues bastante gente, like a lot of the community goes to it.
And this is a community garden that
And this is something that is going to be for the, she gives out the food bags for the community, and they'll be.
Right, but it's a regional.
Laredo
This is
regional.
the setup, right?
It's the one next to the water treatment.
Water treatment. Yes, we work.
Y en la parte de atrás tenemos un contenedor y es Tech Energy. Ahora mismo está funcionando con paneles solares. Tech Energy nos va a proveer esos materiales, pero para el resto del garden, pues estamos acá
We're going back and forth because
viendo qué podemos hacer.
we're short on staff. I mean, my staff can help. Like right now, we're planning like maybe a Saturday so that high school students can come and help us with the beautification.
Right.
For the food bank.
okay. This is not an action item, citizen communication, so we come to that section of the meeting where we add items for the next meeting.
Okay.
Then we'll ask you to come back and do maybe a formal presentation
Okay.
with pictures, algo más formal para que nos puedas decir
Sí, como-
exactamente lo que necesitas y también mostrar un poquito del proyecto. Perfecto.
Perfecto.
lo vemos así. Bueno, bienvenido gracias por la oportunidad de escuchar tu proyecto y ojalá que en el futuro podamos hacer algo juntos.
Gracias.
Right, the next item, discussion.
Just finalizing it.
Right, did everybody see the logo concepts? And we kind of all in agreement that that's the one we want? Any changes in color? We need to, what needs to happen next is there needs to be secondary colors as well as the tertiary colors, which are always black and white.
I like both colors, which was
The
the
bright
green.
green and the
And decide on what color y'all want to agree on officially.
well, which one is going to be primary? Because you can use both. Remember, so
Okay.
both of those fit.
Uh-huh.
In terms of the colors, what you're looking for is the primary color, right? I think everybody. So the logo, we've already kind of agreed the agave would be the logo, and then we would look to focus on the word beautiful. So to keep Laredo, beautiful is going to be big and bold, and then the initials KOB in the logo. So whenever you see KOB, you'll see it like this. Whenever you see Keep Laredo Beautiful, you see it like that. There you have the black and white, and then we have it overlaid on some shirts, some in the scheme right now. Everybody seems to be leaning towards the teal as being our primary color, and possibly with you have the option of gray, which you put in here, and the green as being part of your secondary colors.
Okay.
And then obviously there's always a third set of colors, which is always black and white. That looks like in black and white.
What if we do the agave green and the letters teal?
Okay.
What do y'all think about
Kind of
that? Like that we have both on there,
I like it, looks vibrant.
right?
So if you use something like this as your font and your script, right? Keep Laredo Beautiful in that color. So that combination.
Yeah, you guys agree?
Okay.
I like that. It's up to you
I
guys.
agree. I like it.
Okay.
What about the font? Is the font?
The font, I think remember that kind of block.
Yes.
It's just kind of straight block, clean. There wasn't a lot more to it. I mean, we had one that had a little bit of script to it, and I don't think anybody liked that. There was an upturn on the L and a couple other things that were different. And we said, yeah, let's not do that. Let's just keep it straight.
Do you guys want like that font or maybe a different one?
That could open. I mean, we could.
No more doors. No.
Yeah, we could find it because, I mean, the designer will bring in any font we want, and you could see 15 different fonts.
I like that at the end. It's up to you what you want.
To adopt.
Primary color be teal,
Mhm.
the agave green, keep the block.
Give the block font,
And
and
obviously secondary colors are black and white.
the tertiary colors are black and white. There's a gray in here also, right up here. I'm just going to show the gray. In case you're in a position where you can't use color, but they'll use grayscale, for example. So we could do that. So,
Yes. Do you want?
okay. All right, so then motion to adopt, I'll entertain a motion to adopt the new logo. As your primary color with the agave in the bright green. And there will be a style guide that will be produced so that whenever we do order stuff, you just send the style guide to the printer or to the television station. And if they don't follow your guide, use your CMY colors or your RGB colors. Oftentimes, or the media would say, you didn't follow my guide. So, I'm not responsible for that. That doesn't look like what I wanted. So, producing that style guide becomes very important because you hand it to them and say, this is your responsibility.
Sounds good.
Okay? And then we ought to trademark it and copyright it after that.
Yes.
And Zone and those guys can take care of that.
Definitely.
Okay? So that's the motion to adopt the new logo, the new font, and the new colors. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second?
I'll second.
Second. Okay, we have a new color scheme.
Oh, I'm so excited, finally.
Yeah?
Send it over because I'm already ordering stuff. I need promotional items for the parade, so they're already like, do you have your logo? Yeah.
I'll have
It's fine over there. Let me see.
Yep. The next item is adopt the bylaws. Has everybody had a chance to look, or does everybody remember the changes that we asked for in the bylaws? Everything was going to remain the same except
I didn't have
the removal, right?
No, we're doing the
Or was it the Zoom?
meetings, yes.
The meeting?
We're done session 8.
Board may amend these bylaws at any meeting of the board at which the quorum is present, provided the proposed amendment is inserted in such in notices of such meeting. That's it, the amendments? Or was it something else?
Section 3 meetings.
The discretion of the board? Membership meeting?
Article 4, Section 3.
Different places, okay. The board shall meet at least once a month unless otherwise authorized by city manager or stipulated by law or council action. The board shall establish a regular meeting schedule unless otherwise authorized by the city manager or stipulated by law or council action. A quorum must be established before the board can conduct any business, and no vote can be taken in the absence constitutes a quorum. The board may only act by the majority vote of voting directors present at the meeting. And present at the meeting is defined as physically present, correct? Okay. A special meeting may be called by the president or on petition shall constitute a quorum. Board directors may not meet virtually. In the event that a board director cannot make a meeting, their absence may count as either an excused absence or an unexcused absence. An absence will be considered excused at the discretion of the board. Each board of director has a limit of 3 unexcused absences and 2 excused absences. The board director who exceeds this limit will be removed. The board must make a video or audio recording of all committee meetings. So it's either or, right? We don't have or audio, so either or. The recording of the meeting must be made available not later than 7 days after the date of the meeting. If possible, board meetings shall be broadcast over the internet in real time. Staff liaisons should be responsible for recording the board meetings. Audiovisual approval of the minutes by the board. Okay?
Sounds good to you?
Everybody okay with that? Those were the last of the amendments that we were waiting for. Okay?
And y'all can keep the copy. I mean, y'all can keep that for
Adopt the bylaws for the articles of incorporation. Do I have a motion for such? Christina Quidat, motion, second. Same sign, motion carries. Awesome. Okay. Staff reports. Ms. Ruby?
So first, we're gonna go over your all's annual board member agreement. As we mentioned, we're doing a calendar year, not fiscal year. So this applies to that.
This is the first.
Yes, and then I didn't do, I know part of what KTV committees what do you call it? I can't think of the word, but like each board, I would sit down with each board member and give you guys like how you did this year. But since we did start, I just came in March, and then we did. We won't be doing that this year. We're going to start fresh this year, and then next year, when January comes around, we'll do an evaluation of each board member. So that's that.
Okay.
And then,
Are there any questions on the membership agreement?
I want to schedule an adopted highway cleanup for January 28th if everybody is available and willing to assist that day. We do have
28,
to.
not 21.
Wait, 21, there you go.
Did you say 21 or 28?
No. Available and willing to. If not, we can move it for another day. It's up to y'all's availability. We do need to do 3 to 4 a year, so I'd like to start off the year right with just let's. Waste from solid waste down to miles on what is it? 359.
Solid waste. Solid waste, 2 miles.
So if this is a goal, I'll send you all.
I remember the cleanup, but I don't remember the sign. I mean,
Yeah,
we
no,
were just
it was
struggling.
No, but I think this time around, I want to do one side only.
Okay.
We'll do one side and then because it was just too much. Yeah, it's a very chaotic. So I want to do if you're coming. I want to do that side.
You want to do the west?
I think that you all had more trash on that side, right? Yeah, I want to do that side.
On the westbound. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
we'll do that.
Westbound.
I just want to give you guys a quick update on Coca-Cola ended up sponsoring.
Oh, nice.
So they pretty much already practically bought mostly everything. Anything more missing, we'll just go put it out of our pocket. But yes, so we already got started on Monday doing some, they're like piñatas. Park. Have you all ever gone to the Jovita Park? No? Okay. So we want to incorporate the red bench. We're going to have a big tree. Out of that tree, we're going to have a piñata hanging, some bees. What else?
Some deer.
So it's looking pretty good so far. We're trying to take. We're going to start putting the pallets and everything and start screwing in. So we want to make sure we don't miss anything. Oh, we're going to include one of those like cute light posts it has downtown. I love those things. So we got Coca-Cola got us some.
Okay.
So they'll be driving the float. driving the float.
Awesome.
So that's that.
Yeah.
Yes. So and then I'm gonna get solid waste to help me with their. I want to get the mascots. So we're gonna have Willy Bote and Billy Bote part of that as well. So that's going good.
Can you put some progress photos together for us? Anything else that you would need for the float? Any type of equipment we don't have? Generators?
No, we have a generator. I think right now on
Speaker, they're gonna have
Speaker.
sound system.
that's what we're looking into, speakers, because I bought some lights. That's the thing. Because I was thinking I have a small speaker, but I don't know if it would be loud enough.
You even have sound systems that are not loud enough.
Oh, and can I say maybe you can donate some from
Oh,
Cindy's?
yeah, from Cindy's Electronics,
Yeah,
one
you
of
can ask
our
them.
sponsors. That's so true.
Cool.
The generator definitely has, like your main generator, but a backup.
Okay, so
Generator.
the backup actually. That's
If you
good.
need
Okay.
your fire extinguishers, you need them.
Mm-hmm.
You
Okay.
need to be up to speed. If not, the fire marshal will stop you and you won't.
Yeah.
Okay.
You won't
so
be able
we'll
to
take
run.
some fire extinguishers.
Yeah, 'cause they always have this.
Perfect. Good. Good.
If
We
you need
hadn't thought of
some,
that.
let me know. I have three of them that just got inspected.
Yes, we're gonna have
Yeah.
walkers and people
Walkers,
on the float and
Yeah.
everything.
Something out of that takes on a whole different.
Well, we're borrowing from solid waste what is it, the
Gators.
gators.
Gator. Oh,
So
gator.
they're bringing me 2 gators, so like that if any walker gets tired, they'll be able to sit down and we can have somebody like get off and do some walking. So I did include that.
And we have 2 parades, right? One is nighttime, one is
Yes,
daytime.
we're
one.
doing both.
That's where you have the lights and all.
Yes, we're doing both.
Okay, so I have a generator in case you need it.
Okay.
I also have what's called their battery packs. They're sound. I mean, they make no sound. You just plug in. They're charged. Cameras, our soundboard, and our sound system for 4 hours without recharging.
Awesome. Okay. We'll
So-
definitely borrow that too.
We have 2 of those, so in case we need them, just let me know and I'll have those with us.
Okay, perfect. Because I did get some lights, but not and more lights with all the. Definitely accept you guys on all of that.
Gas?
Okay.
Their
The
gas?
gas generator?
I don't know. I didn't talk. I just looked at it and was like, we have one. Continue our meeting.
Here's my gas. Learn my lesson the hard way.
I was like, we got one. Okay, so that's the float.
With the application submitted and everything.
Yeah, application submitted, everything. All I
We ask you for a special permit, so.
yes, we got that from the fire. The release forms because now everybody has to have one. So solid waste actually like a while ago brought me theirs, whatever it's gonna be, and I think that's it. Oh no, I'm missing Coca-Cola's forms, but our board already submitted it. Solid waste submitted theirs. Volunteers submitted theirs as well. All I'm missing is Coca-Cola. So that's that. And then activity report. It's pretty much December what we know.
We are all over the same way in my office.
Yeah, so January, so we had our float. So pretty much we've been doing the float stuff and buying and all that stuff. And we have a career day on the 13th. Oh, I have career. That's all we got for now. We're focusing on our.
Can you go back to the 4th? How did your meeting go with my
Okay,
my
with
team
the
on
website.
Yeah.
Okay, in regards to the website, everything's looking good. I need to submit them definitely our headshots, our photos. I need to submit them all our sponsors. But I do want to notify the sponsors first that, you know, I'll be putting
Your logo is going to be your logo and then hyperlink to.
Yeah, yes, we always hyperlink, yeah. Probably. We have outbound links and inbound links, so
Yes.
we'll add those to that.
Yes, we did. The boys have been helping really well. We are going to have that. We saw the people's websites, and I like where you're able to click on and they can go to their website. So that's something to, and hopefully, no.
Do they have a Facebook page? We can link it to the Facebook
Okay,
page.
then we'll do that. What else am I missing here? I want to do some changes on our mission statement. A little bit more. This lettering wording right now isn't. I would say it's attractive to me, and I want to go a little bit. I want to just because what we have right now in our about us, it includes like some background info, and I don't like that, so I want to clean it up, change that as
So
well.
the mission statement needs to be aligned to the strategic planning goals. So it's not, it seems that it's not.
Okay, so if everybody wants to take a look at it and just kind of start giving us some feedback early on,
Yeah.
you can go to liquidstudiodev.com and we don't hand out this link very often, but when you get there, you're going to see a whole bunch of file folders, and just click on the one that says Keep Laredo Beautiful. You're welcome to look at the other ones that are under development as well, if you want to get ideas, but that's the one to look at.
Can you put the name? It was.
What we call our development server. It's offline. We don't publish that, but we will give the clients the link. And right now, the navigation menu has the home button, right? And then it has it also has 3 others that are resources, news, and there's one other one that you all have on there.
I
on
told
that
them to
now.
remove blog. I didn't want blog or press. No, I think there's one press release. I think we have a press release section.
Yeah, it's in the. I think it's in. It's Get Involved, Programs and Resources.
In the about us, if you could include the board in the minutes and all that. Our
But I also would
So you
like
can see
to,
Ruby's.
if you guys can send me like a brief background about you all, or like why you're part of the board, or also, I mean, I also am going to include our architect and ambassador. You can send me that. That'd be good. We're including that.
Right.
What else did we add on there? We're going to try to add all our programs on there
All the
too.
programs are on there.
Our calendar events. So I would be sending them every month our event calendar, and it'll be on our website as well. And let's say we do have an event, they're able to click the hyperlink and go.
Also, I think you guys are working on, what was it? Oh, a photo gallery.
Oh yes.
There's a photo gallery for all the events.
Yes.
And the other item is we currently have a Facebook page, that's it?
No, we have Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Twitter, okay, because they only have Facebook listed on there. So
Oh yes. Yes. That too. So it's a lot.
It is a lot, and there are probably 20 pages that were built originally when Placita was here, because we started this project and she. So what I might want to have you do is have the boys give you access to the back end,
Oh, perfect.
look at those pages and say, you know what, I want that page to be live. So let's go ahead and fix that page, put it on.
Yeah.
That we all can look at it, and I can give everybody a password to get in the back end. When you're doing the add-ons, but it's in black and white. It doesn't have any. I mean, just it's not visual. But you can see the pages. You can see the list of all the pages, and you might see one in there that says, "Well, we know we're
Does it
missing."
work well with Cascade? Does it work with Cascade?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the guys have there's 11 o'clock. Akash and Hitesh come on in India, and they take over. So we're kind of working on it around the clock. And so whatever tasks you give us in the morning, the guys are going to knock them out during the day. Whatever they don't finish, they give the Hitesh. Now, if you give me stuff in the afternoon, late.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes that
Yeah.
we're making on there, and pictures and everything.
And the idea would be that we'd like to maybe roll it out by the end of the month, maybe?
Yes, that can
New
definitely
logo,
happen.
and that way we can go to the first council meeting in February as a
February
board
6th,
and present our new brand. Calendar, the events, and how we're booked. I really do think that it's important for the council members to know how booked we are, because they are going to be making demands. Because we're booked.
Yeah.
Well, we need to let them know that, hey, look, it's not that we don't want to help you, it's that
We're definitely-
we're already booked. And it really is truly about volunteers. Because we can manage multiple events and do more, but we need volunteers. And if all volunteers are committed,
Now, hopefully, we need to make some adjustments, but
okay.
hopefully we can get more, and it can be a more steady program like other organizations that have like 6th Street, people actually doing the program.
Your logo already on there, everything's going to be on. New
Excited.
colors are going to be on there, so
Awesome.
very cool. The guys are really excited about working on it.
Yes, I know, they're so funny. And
They look like they're like school kids working on a project, gluing stuff.
Yeah, and I like that they really know what Kilby is. Like they, and what the mission is, you get into it.
Mhm.
And they're into it. Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay, so now I'm going to go with you all over the 2023 council. Included the districts that we would be working on when having those events. There's one district that is not on there because I know they'll eventually request. I just don't know if we're going to put them in, but I just said, hey, you know what, maybe in July, or we can have a double somewhere.
Do you have anything in June that you might be able to do for them?
Well, see, in June, we have that holiday, and then I have the KTV conference. And
Okay.
then we have, what's on the third, so it's off the highway. And then there's also room in July, because,
You have one for B5 on the 5th.
that July, that would fit, that is actually, what is it called? It's so that's that. And
Has
I also mentioned I can do it in August. I could throw in one, maybe one in August.
Has the council member for the district asked you for a tree plan for District 5?
District 5, no.
Okay, he's gonna ask. Them, I said, I will help you plan it, but it's typically Keep Laredo Beautiful that does the bulk of the work and parks. And so you have, it's going to require funding, I told him.
Yes.
Because you're going to need money for the trees, you're going to need money for Parks is going to want to ding us for stuff, and so. They need, every time we plant more trees, they've got to expand it. And what I've never understood about Bartlett, which is Covita, they're always planting the trees on one side, and I've often told so that eventually one tree comes over, the other tree comes over, and then you have that canopy. And I said, it's going to take 20 years. I mean, North Central Park's been in existence for 10 years, and the trees are now just starting to come over into the trails. So it's just going to take a long time. But just
Well, we do have Make a Difference that we don't know yet what district's going to happen in. So
what day is that?
Speak to that
Well,
is in October.
could be. Now, he has another project that we have for the library, all the mesquite trees. They're starting to mark it off. I don't know if you've seen that. He wants to do some type of a veterans park with trees and kind of a walking area.
Okay.
And they're going to build spaces for food trucks to park there.
Oh, no.
And it's basically going to be like a food truck. Ideally, the land's never been in use. It's sat there for forever. It's a great venue because parents can come in and go to the park for a while. You can make a lot of events by sharing the parking lot and the park with the library. And so he really loved the idea, and so then I didn't hear from him for a while. Then I heard that he converted it into a kind of a veterans thing. Obviously, recognize. Don't wait till the election cycle, because you'll get that criticism. Do it this year coming before you get into the election cycle and get these projects funded and out of the way. So that's what he's working on. So I imagine he's going to ask us.
Who was this?
Ask him and just say, we've got a date available. It's in October. We need your commitment to it now, because we'll have a new budget October 1 this year. And so he doesn't necessarily need to commit the funding now, but he needs to know that, hey, come October 1, you need to slide that money over for the project.
At least partial, because it was already allocate the funds for the next new fiscal year. That would be great, because I would, for tree planting, I know it's like that late October to
I agree.
Well, and the ordering of the tree, the time that it takes, because it's sometimes.
and maybe we can even get grants for it, and maybe have it in time. It would work out better for him if we wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to kind of push the October thing with him? Let me ask you if he wants.
I have that date separated for them already, because we work together.
Let's visit that out at our next meeting. Let me have a conversation with, maybe you and I can have a conversation with him
Yes.
and just kind of guide him what he might need. Those kind of things, and then we can just petition sponsors for trees early on and that kind of stuff. I know people that are willing to donate, but we got to get it early. Oh, and the KTB conference. Are you asking any of us to go? Is that something you want us to go to, or can we go if we want to?
All welcome. And how many I can take is what I need to check.
So I'm willing to pay my own way, so don't,
Okay.
so count me in to go, but don't worry about me
Awesome, I
because
like
I've got.
that. What about, so I'm also working on trying to go to KAB, but it's still up in the air, but it is coming up. That would be a good one. It's in Washington.
It's in Washington. What day? When is it?
It's the 19th. We highlighted it all the way till Friday, but it's from the 19th to the 20th. Thursday.
On
September, February.
oh February.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Ooh. It's pretty cool. After the WBCA parade.
Yeah, so that's why it's still like
Yikes.
exciting, but at the same time, like Domino's the next day.
Okay.
So I know Lynn and Nick said they're definitely up for that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd be good if we could.
Yes.
So,
Okay, I'll let you know tomorrow.
okay.
Okay.
What would be the purpose of committee members attending these conferences?
Oh, you learned
Just
so
going,
much.
or what is the goal? They're gonna go and come back to what?
Oh, well,
One of the philosophies that I have is attending a
the training
it's
really
not
does
Davis.
help, and networking, because you get to see what other organizations are doing and how they're implementing. A lot of, I guess, because the directors usually always go, and mostly everybody there were the board members. The board members or like the city council as well, because they get to see what the program. Everything we talk about waterways, pretty much everything we
People
cover, the
make
tree
impact.
planting, you get the trainings as well.
Is there something specific that you were hoping you could bring back or could bring back?
Well, my goal would be to bring back
There's other organizations that show up that say, hey, we have these grants available for you
that
all.
we don't know that are there, that are
Right,
pretty
like
much
Parks and
secure
Wildlife and
funding,
some
is
of the
just submit your
Yes.
application.
Yes.
Okay.
When you
Are
say
there-
Washington, is it Washington State or Washington DC?
Washington, D.C. I think it
DC.
is.
We've had a dad call Nancy so we can stay at her house.
Yeah. And if we do get the last year, but it's also good if we do get placed for us to attend the dinner. Because if
Didn't we
they
get
is
first place a few years ago, 2 years ago? or something?
I think
I remember I was gonna put
Simple like that.
no, we always that's affiliate gold status. We are gold affiliate, but GCA Laredo hasn't gotten it.
Gotten anything?
No.
Ever?
And the other
Never.
thing is,
They never applied, and I don't know if Lassie
Lassie
did it,
did.
but if you do $300,000 award to beautify highway. Yes.
Right?
and the other thing was, I know that in the past that's actually when the COVID hit. We're gonna present on our partnership, like in our case, it's the director at the time, and so we're gonna go as presenters on KOB partnership. Budget.
Mhm. I remember because I was
Let's start
online.
showcasing what we're doing. Let's not go and
Okay.
tell everybody to tell us what to do, rather let me show you what we're doing.
Right. Can I
To
take
start
a
getting
look?
our name on the agenda as City of Laredo, blah, blah, as presenters.
We can definitely, they sent names and we can go present.
You should go back and we have a presentation. I mean, remember, you're gonna have a presentation somewhere like
Okay, yeah, definitely we can add it on there. meetings. And I put that we would like to, if we ever get the chance, we can host one here in Laredo.
That'd be great.
That
Yeah.
would boost the,
But this one coming up, they put it in Mesquite, Texas. Hopefully, I won't be able to go to that one, but hopefully we can go to one closer. Or if they say, hey, you know what?
Help us put in the applications to get them to come here.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. They're open to, they want to come here because they asked me and I said, yeah, like, we wouldn't mind hosting a regional meeting.
and how, do you know what time of the year the meetings are?
There's two. So there's the one coming up in March and then there's another.
Both of those locations have already been decided for this year?
No, just the March one.
Just the March one?
Mhm.
Okay.
Because I was thinking, if, more depending on when they have it, we could kind of align it with
But the,
your
yeah,
especially we have like the, what's it called, when they bring from Mexico and
oh, sister cities.
sister cities, there you go.
Mhm. Yeah. Yes, and I sent this. Us, it would be, I mean, it would be great. Yeah. But for, it's okay, for the KTV conference, it'll be in Houston, okay?
Okay.
So last year was in Austin, but this time we'll be going to Houston, and that one I haven't. I'm gonna work that out. So, but I do want to try to include somebody from city managers, somebody from parks, because I want them to. Yeah, and it's good. You learn all of that there. Okay, what else in our calendar? So, did you guys kind of understand it? I tried to be as detailed as I could. Waste collection event that we do with environmental.
Maybe just food for thought. By means districting.
Yeah.
Especially we have new board members, so some of them already notice, others may not.
Yes, definitely.
And then, if you don't mind, I'm going to give this to the boards to start putting it on the
Yeah.
website.
Might change the date is District 3, whatever event we decide to do with them. I put it under cleanup, which right now we have it in August 19th. That one might move around. But as of but I think everything else is good. Oh, for the Esperanza Award. So we're gonna do it early in the year when everybody goes during March and goes and beautifies their garden. We'll be hosting it from April through May, but we won't award them till September.
About almost 5 months, 1, 2, 3, 4,
You don't think
Yeah,
that's
like-
a long time?
to recognize them.
I mean, I was thinking they would get
The dinner that year.
yeah, the dinner.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that would be good because that way they can keep the sign for like the 5 months.
Yeah, because if I do it before, it's hot and we shouldn't be using that much water. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let me push it forward. And when it's like the months are still okay, and we'll just award them later.
Well, yeah,
And
because
you
that's
just
when
do
we
your
have our
recognition,
awards.
yeah.
Yeah.
recognition, take a picture, put the thing, and then.
Yeah, they can still have the sign, and they can still put it on the website. and They
Yes.
can keep. It's what it is.
Yeah. So, and I want to keep that date. Like, what do you all think? You know, the end of fiscal year.
As you're close up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like I kept it like that, and I'm hoping. It contains everything that is asking that KTB asks from us in order to get gold status affiliate. You know, so pretty much everything's on there. We have our Earth Day, we have our recycles, we have our HHW, we have the cleanups that is asked from us, we have our fall sweep, our waterways. Everything is on there. So
What are you doing for Earth Day?
only Kendrick Lamar, or was that a?
So, then the Kendrick would show something.
Yeah, so we're having a Earth Day there. We'll be planting trees. We'll be having activities with the kids as well. So it's going to be like a couple hours. I think it's like September or something. I was like, well, we're booked till this day, but we can do Earth Day. So we set them aside for Earth Day. It's going to be a good. Solid waste, utilities, and environmental, and make it a pretty good event. I think the only thing we're missing there is I need to get us food, so we'll see how I'm gonna figure food out.
They're asking me for, I mean, I have to do something with. I don't know, maybe I can just join you guys too, or something.
Yeah, definitely.
For Earth Day?
But then we're close. You know, like I don't have anywhere to host it.
Do you have
But my administrators still want.
Do you have alligators?
Yeah, but I can't take them over.
We can fry them, there's food. Just thinking, fried alligators.
Because right now I'm considering what.
Why don't you join us? We have a meeting next week. I'll send you an invite, okay?
Yes, please.
It's on Tuesday, I believe at 9:30, okay?
Yes, please.
Or we just take it back to Kilby Awards Day. I know this year was during the week, and you moved it to Saturday.
That,
Um,
I guess it
It might be a little rush.
people.
yeah, I like the Thursdays better than Fridays. Thursdays and Wednesdays always seem to be better.
Hey, look
For award ceremony,
at
we stick to that.
We don't interrupt people's weekends, Fridays, people's
I don't mind. What do y'all think?
It has a community room now. The one upstairs is one, but if you walk across the parking lot, they have a brand new facility
Okay, I'll
that
ask.
is absolutely gorgeous.
I'll
Are
reserve
we
it.
talking the one on, by HEB?
Yeah, the one that's kind of straight back, right by Sunset.
Place this.
Is really done. And if we could use, it on a Thursday or
So,
a
Are
Wednesday.
y'all okay with the September 21st? Yeah? Okay, we'll
Yeah.
do that September 21st. I don't think I have anything. What time is it? Okay. Yeah, definitely, I like that.
Because that
Yeah, well, the little asterisk I put tentative dates for, that's an adopted highway. But if we get the first three out of the way, availability, because things are gonna happen, like, hey, some council members like, hey, I want this, I want this, I want this, and it's unfortunately.
Need more, need more.
Yeah. Talk to about it. Okay. And anything else, guys? Oh, Recycles Day is up in the air, and so is Arbor Day. But they don't know yet what they want, and I think he wants something sooner. Same thing for Recycles Day. Usually Solid Waste does it, but I don't think they want to do it. So I want to do something this year, but I want it for it to be for like the community.
What was that again, I'm sorry?
Recycle. Eco fair, and it was just like the schools. I think we allowed only 5 schools, and a certain amount of only 300 students were allowed. No, 300 students were allowed, and from those 300 students, there was like 5 schools, and it was just the kids. And I feel like maybe we can do more of what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
And different stuff that we can recycle, because I know everybody's like very common with the whole, like the paper and stuff like that. But you know, that's something that people always call me about are like ink cartridges. And I know a lot of people don't know that. HP or Dell, and I think even Dell like accepts like any.
Really?
Yes.
Well, maybe we can
Well,
do an eco fair like at a park and have different people
Yeah.
showing examples of like, this is how you compost.
Content for your website as well.
Yes.
You know, things that you can add to
Yeah,
that.
that I want to put that in the resources.
FAQs, you know, frequently asked questions, you know, recycled cartridges. What do I do
Like,
with
did you
my?
know like all the things that can be
Yeah.
recycled that you never thought could be?
Yes.
Because that through your Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, you put these things out there as teasers that bring people back to your website. Yeah.
I like that. Yes. Yeah, those are some of the resources that I want to include on our website. Stuff that people ask us common questions about, like, you know, besides the recycling center over there, you know, our the HHW recycle stuff that we do. But yeah, it's all that stuff.
Very cool.
Yes. There's so much I want to add to it. But little.
It's a dynamic website.
Yeah.
And this is how we're going to treat you guys, same way we treat all the other nonprofits. If you ask us to do something that's within requires code and
Yeah.
then it shoots lightning bolts from people's eyes. We'll do it for you. We won't charge you guys for that kind of stuff. So, and I'm going to have interns this year, and so I could probably assign an intern to keep Laredo beautiful as an account of its own. In other words, they'll help you with social media, they'll help you with photography. I'm getting them from. They'll have a curriculum that includes, for the graphics folks, they're required to do social media posts. The video, video and photography group, the AV folks, the audio video guys, they're required to do photography and videography projects. So we send them out to
Send them with us.
yeah, so we'll do that.
Events.
Yeah.
Here's all our events.
Here's all our
I just gotta send you the location.
Yeah.
KOB will get it hopefully next week, get their community work study intern, and then we have one more position that we aligned, so we'll have 2 university interns providing support as well.
You guys don't know how much I can't wait for that. Because right now I'm going crazy.
And Ashley was part of that.
Yeah, and then like and I selected someone, so we just need HR to call them, approve them, and hopefully by the end of this month, I am set with having, you know, to be
Entire
plugged
group.
in. Yeah, like, whew, I can focus on.
Very cool.
Oh, speaking of grants, KOB did receive the Women's City Club grant where we were requesting for tents, new tents. Because since we are getting a new logo, well, it'd be nice to have our new tents with our new logo. So it's just perfect on time.
Okay. So I'll make sure we have.
And that is it for me. That's it.
That's it.
And now
That's a
we're
lot. Okay, so then, date and time for next meeting?
Want to do February 1st through the 8th?
Yeah, let's just knock it out.
I
February
can't
1st.
do the first.
We can first.
Jury duty.
Oh, no, don't worry.
Just, you should have just said hang on. Just grand jury duty in Travis County was
Oh, yeah.
ridiculous. Just absolutely.
Okay.
The stories you were telling us. I can't tell you what the case is, but I can tell you what it was about. Okay, tell me.
I know. I'm super excited. I can't wait. Sorry, but yeah, I mean, it's come up to me, and if you want to meet, that's cool.
No, the 8th is good. We don't want you to miss meeting.
No, I think
We
we
need you here.
So it won't be participating.
Awesome, thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate it.
Same time, 5:30?
Yeah, it's kind of it's a precursor to the parade float as well. So make sure that's an item on the agenda
Perfect.
so that we finalize any plans for the parade float. The adoption of the logos and the presentation at council for the second meeting in February.
Okay, the second meeting of February.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Once
that would be
once we
like
get
the
Which is gonna be the 20th,
20th.
20th, I think. Right?
Yeah. No, 21st.
21st, because that's
Yes.
President's Day.
Yes. Okay, so
So isn't that the time that you're looking to go to DC?
yeah, but it's okay when.
Yeah, I probably won't make DC. It's too early. But plus,
Yeah, it's for me. It's still up here because that depends on my daughter's like basketball schedule. So it's like
that's important.
yeah.
I may travel with the city on their annual lobbying trip.
Yeah, so it might not be this year. I think we'll wait till next year because we're still. KB, yeah.
We're affiliated with KP,
TV.
but it's KP yet.
Yeah.
America.
What is it that we need to do?
I just need. I need to answer a few more questions and money. I have items parade float launch website, council, and what was the other thing?
The other item was the presentation council, the adoption of the or the launch of the website. Right. Kind of Oh, can we, is there any way possible we can get a kind of a financial report, what we look like in terms of what monies we have available in the funds and then what, you know, any kind of money we're receiving from sponsors or donors? Because that's something I'd really like. I added you all to I did my budget this year, and I added you all to our charitable contributions list this year. So I've already set aside some money later in the year if you need it for events, and I'll do that for the food bank as well. Because I have a certain amount of money set aside that just says miscellaneous on it, because we always get. Who I'm going to give to, and then I always set aside a little bit of extra money just in case. I know that you're, and there isn't a grant application for a website. They just haven't finished the criteria because I've told them you're going to score it, because a lot of times when I score it, so they're going to score it.
They meaning your stuff?
My staff, the boys,
The boys.
the girls. Well, no, the girls are in the video and photography division, and the boys are in the website division, and then he's here right now because he's off. And then Alayla is my administrative assistant. Akasha and Hitesh are in India. Jeremy's in Austin, and then Mario and I are wherever.
See?
Including
Financial.
To downtown about it because our current PayPal is need to like that's personal information.
PayPal's?
Yeah.
Well, because they typically are. Even my merchant account has my social security number account for our office.
Well, we got to figure out a way because it has plus the staff, and I tried removing it, and it's all. To see how we can create a new one, or maybe some other.
Just food for thought, but again, if we're trying to also encourage more the younger generation to participate in, there's all these other apps, again, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, that those go directly to your account too. It's not. I could see you having an event, and you want to donate here. I'll donate $5 to KLB, and it just scan the QR code and send it to you right then and there. I'm one of those.
Yeah,
I'm not.
Yeah, and I really want to I need to get rid of that PayPal because it just